All right, welcome into the show. Creative Crypto here. In this video, I want to go over some technical analysis and some chart analysis of the Solana price and also just the crypto market in general, where I see the crypto market going because we've been in a little bit of a dip here the last couple days. I think this is very temporary right now, and I think that we're going to get a reversal very soon. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm seeing on the chart and why I think that's going to happen. As we look at the top meme coins here, the top trending meme coins the last 6 hours, a lot of these coins now are bonk coins and listed on Radium. We see very few Pumpfun coins in the top trending section and very few Pumpfun coins actually pumping again. Okay, we see a lot more competitions on launch pads. This is Moonshot. It was rebranded to Moonit by Dex Screener. So we have Moonit in here. We have, the Launch Labs, which is basically utilizing the Bonk Fun launchpad as well. I think meme coins are here to stay, guys. I think they're always going to carve out a place in the market for traders to trade these coins and to make some quick returns. As we see every single day, you'll notice some coins that are pretty much pumping and going up some huge percentages. Still, Solana is the blockchain for that. Now, trading meme coins can be very difficult. However, I think it really helps provide great life lessons in general because life isn't perfect and trading meme coins is not perfect. When you get into a bad trade, when you get into a coin that rugs and you lose, how do you react and how do you bounce back from that? It's just the same about anything in life. If something goes wrong in your job or in your life in general, how do you react to it? Do you just get up and quit? Do you go insane? Or do you learn from your mistakes, try to get better, and get back up on the horse and try again? Trading meme coins is very similar to riding a bicycle. You might fall off tons of times when you first start out and you think you're never going to be able to do it, but over time, eventually, if you keep at it, you'll be able to stay on the bike and actually ride and be successful, just like with trading meme coins. You might lose on 5, 10, 20 coins, but that one coin you hit on could be a huge 10, 20, 1000x, and you never know when that coin can hit. So as long as you're just learning from your mistakes and getting better, it can really help you improve in other aspects of your life as far as patience and learning to deal with misfortune and mistakes. That's just great life lessons in general. And you get that from trading meme coins. And you'll notice over time, you'll be more patient in your everyday life when things aren't going your way. You know that, just stick through it and get through those tough times because the good times are usually right around the corner after you have some bad times. So if you're having those bad times, stick through it. Just learn from your mistakes. Maybe analyze what you're doing and dig deeper and maybe try to come up with a different strategy. If your strategy isn't working, that's really the best thing you can do. But it definitely is a mental test and a mental grind trading these coins. But it's just good experience in general to have because you can take that and use that in other aspects of your life and other aspects of crypto and trading in general, because trading meme coins is really the craziest thing you can do in crypto as far as, charting and prices go. I've had some up and down trades myself the last few weeks, but these primetime calls, if you guys are in this is Primetime Calls VIP. I'm actually a partner with this group here, and they've been hitting some really great trades. They actually just called this one a couple minutes ago, this Solana Equity Index at 48K. Let's see what it's at right now. So it's kind of had a sell-off here, but it did hit a high of about 250K. So about a 5x for that call right there. And really great to see from Primetime Calls. You can confirm that by clicking right here, checking out the actual caller that made that call. And you can see how many X returns that this caller made for that coin. And you would have made the same if you got in at the exact same time. So let's see what it shows here. You can see right here, called at 48K, 4.4x. It hit a little bit higher than 214 actually, if you look at the chart. But yeah, 4 to 5x right there. So yeah, just overall, just congrats to the Primetime Calls community and Primetime Calls team here. I actually had called, and we had 20x here. This was a great one as well. Let's see, this one was from here. Oh yeah, that was Troll Guy right here, called at 20K. This one hit, I think it hit close to 400K at least for a 20x on that one. So yeah, the calls are pumping out. I gave a leverage trading call as well in here. Pretty far back actually, but I'm going to try to find it. This was another good one. This was Lizard, I believe they called this one. Right here, 300K. It hit over 1 million for Lizard right there. We got JBB, who does like Amazon selling. He gives some tips and tricks in there if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff. So yeah, great little group, guys. Just glad to be a part of it here. I'm just trying to find my leverage call. We have a 13x right here on MAGA Arena. That was a 13x right there. So yeah, guys, we're hitting some bangers here in the Primetime Calls VIP. Of course, not every call is going to hit. You kind of want to try to pick and choose your spots. I wouldn't try to trade every single call in here, but you can. You can try it. I just like to kind of wait and see how the coin does before I decide to trade it. Here we go. So this was the long trade I gave back on July 26th, and we made 100% profit. That's what we were going for. That was the profit range. I also had posted this in the free section as well. 25x leverage, and our price target at 187.5 was hit. So that's what we try to do, guys, is we have the Oracle bot that is tracking all these different top callers from Telegram and is posting the calls in here. We also have Phoenix posting calls, JBB, and Fanger Silva as well. And then myself, I'll try to post calls. I'm more kind of focusing on the leverage side of it because that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now. But definitely if I see a good meme coin, I'll definitely post it as well. It's just kind of hard to find some of these runners, and I leave it up to, the Oracle bot and the stuff that they have in here to hit those trades. So let's look at the Solana price here, guys. I want to give some technical analysis of the chart to kind of provide a few different angles here that we can look at for the price and see where this thing's going to go. Because, of course, with price, there's always two ways it can go. It can go up, it can go down. Of course, I guess it could also stay flat, but crypto really doesn't stay flat for too long. It's a very volatile asset class, and it's going to have volatility. That's just the name of the game. So right off the bat, what I like to do is I like to find patterns in the chart because, especially in the Solana chart, patterns repeat itself a lot in Solana and just crypto in general. You'll notice that if you're trading. So right off the bat, I'll try to leave it to you guys. Pause the video. See if you can find the pattern here that I'm going to be looking at for this chart. Because there's a very obvious pattern that is going to be playing out, I believe, with the Solana chart here within the next day or two. Okay, so pause this video, try to find the pattern, and then I'm going to show you what the pattern is. Okay, guys, so do you think you found the pattern? Well, let's see. This is what I was looking at here. Notice we have one top here, another kind of top over here. And if we go back to the chart, it looks very similar to right here and right here. Okay, I know it's on a different level and everything, but just chart structure, we have a pump, a dump, a pump, a dump. Pump, dump, pump, dump. Okay, and we even have this little range right here. Look at that. That's where I caught the long. Okay, this is kind of what I was looking at before, trying to catch that long before it goes, more short there. I didn't actually put a short call in. I didn't want to short the market right now. I haven't had the greatest luck with shorts, but if you notice, we are literally right here. Okay, so what we can do now that we have spotted the pattern, we can try to exploit the pattern to make the most profit possible. How are we going to do that? We're going to try to find when this is going to reverse. So the way we do that is we take our ruler here, our measuring tool, and we're going to be measuring from right here when it went on the red candle to where it reversed, which is the first green candle. We notice 6 days, 6 hours. Okay, that's what we're concerned here. 6 days, 6 hours until about right here, and then we got a reversal. Notice as well the RSI, how it looked going down, way down to this level until it bounced up. Same with this. This is kind of the similar RSI down here. So now if we take that same measurement from here, okay, and take it 6 days, 6 hours, so we're looking at around August 3rd, okay? So what we can do is I can then take a line over here. I can take a vertical line and just draw it right here, okay? Because that's where we're going to look to long. Right when the price hits right here, and we're going to wait for the confirmation of the first green candle. Okay, you see this over here? You see back here in this pattern, when we got the first green candle right there after the red, this is where we want to long right here because this candle is pretty small, so our range is pretty good as far as liquidation goes. So even if we were to top blast this candle, this green candle up here, we can give ourselves a nice little range. Okay, so we can have our liquidation, be even way under here just to be safe. But then we want to catch this pump. Okay, so what we can do is we can then draw a bar trend pattern to see where this is going to go and make it a little bit easier to see on the chart. So go over here, click over here. We're going to click on bars pattern right here. And we're going to take from here to the first top right here. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Let's line it up with our line over here where we marked the time frame. And depending how low, we don't know exactly how low it's going to get. You can kind of estimate it from this if you would like, because basically from this second top, we went down about 19%. Okay, so let's see where we are right now. If we take it from this top, okay, we go down here. We've kind of already hit it. So this pattern might be getting sped up right now, and we might already be in this pattern. Like I said, wait for the confirmation though. I don't want to go long while we're in the red candle. I want to wait for the first green candle to print. And this is on a 6-hour candle. So I need to see a full 6-hour green candle before I'm going to go long. Okay, so let's just kind of just estimate if we just stay right here maybe. Okay, and we can see that then if it follows this similar trajectory, which it's not going to because this right here bounced at 125 price, and this is going to bounce at about 155. So it's not going to go up the exact same multiples as this, but as far as getting that bounce, I do think that's going to happen. Okay, so you can see that we'll then get the bounce back up, and it'll be higher than this first high over here, which is what we're looking at right here. The first high, you can notice that would be higher than that. So I'd say back to over 200. And if you can catch that long, that's why it really doesn't matter when you catch it. If you catch it at 155 or even 160, okay, if you can catch it at 160 range, even if we just ride it back up to 200, okay, that's 27%. So a 27% pump. And yeah, that doesn't look like life-changing gains, but if we're using leverage to do this, a 27% pump at, let's say, a 25x leverage, that's a 600% profit right there. That's a 6x that we can get here. And that's what I'm going to try to exploit here on the Solana price. I'm going to wait. I'm going to go long right when I see the confirmation here from this pattern. Okay, notice the RSI is at similar levels already. Very similar action as well. Okay, you notice just the RSI, very similar action. Everything is lining up, guys, for this to happen. Okay, and this is what I think is going to happen. That's why I wanted to get this video out to you guys quickly. Kind of time sensitive here, and hopefully you guys can catch this trade. Now, how you can trade leverage, you can come over here to Jupiter. That's what I use to trade for perps. You're going to click on their perps section. Okay, this is a decentralized exchange. So the good thing is you don't have to send your funds anywhere, and you don't have to wait for them to withdraw your funds. You can basically just trade all on chain. And when you make profit, it goes directly to your wallet. You can set up take profit, stop loss. Everything you can do on a normal leverage exchange, you can do here. This is what I like to use. If you guys want a more in-depth video on how to do leverage trading and stuff like that, let me know in the comments because I will make a video on it. But basically, you have long or short up here. Okay, you're just going to do market. You can do limit if you want to set up, a limit when the order is going to go. For me, I always just use market because I want to get in when I want to get in and then get out, at a limit order, basically. So you click on whatever you want to do, buy or short. Okay, just put in any Solana just to see what your liquidation price is going to be. Okay, so if we just put 1 in here, we're at a 20x leverage. Okay, so that means our liquidation price will be $151. Okay, so if the price goes lower than $151, we're going to lose everything we put into this trade. That's why when you do leverage trading, you want to make sure you're only using a small percentage of your bankroll because you could get liquidated and lose the entire position. So you don't want to just go all in on leverage trading, of course. Okay, and you don't want to do too high of leverage either because there is times where, there's market manipulation and these exchanges will hunt for your basically liquidation price. And they can manipulate the market just to dump just enough so it liquidates your position and then it's going to pump. And I've had that happen to me tons of times. It's very frustrating. So definitely try to not use too high of leverage. It depends, how you want to do the trade, how the setup is looking. This one, we could probably get away with a 25x on this one. Or if you want to be super safe, you could just literally just go 10x. because then look what it does to liquidation. It makes it way lower. Okay, so definitely if you wait, like I said here, if you wait for the first green candle confirmation, you put in your long trade, you should be good, okay? It shouldn't, depending on where this hits, if it's following this same pattern, the price should not go lower than the lowest price right here. Okay, so whatever the lowest red candle is, when you see the first green candle, let me try to actually zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about easier. Okay, so your liquidation is super easy to find because we're waiting for this full green candle, okay? So we're actually going to enter on the second green candle. So if we entered on the second green candle, even if we top blasted right here, okay, on the second green candle, we want to give ourselves some range, okay? You could do some risky trade like this, only a 2% cushion. That's super risky. You could try it, but use a smaller amount. Use like only 1 to 2% of your bankroll. So if you get liquidated, you can re-enter again and try to catch the bottom where you got liquidated and just keep going. Or you can have a little bit wider of a leverage and give yourself a little more cushion. What I would do just to be safe is I would have it go under the lowest red candle. So that would be this one here. So see, this is where I want my liquidation to be. At about 7% is probably the safest range. Okay, it might be a little too much and you might lose out on making some profit because you put your liquidation, a little bit lower, but that's okay because we don't want to get liquidated. That's the goal, is we don't want to get liquidated. We want to be able to give ourselves some cushion so that this trade can happen. Okay, and if it's 7%, you should be good with 20, I believe. Give or take. So maybe not exactly. Maybe you need to do about 12% or something like that. But I'm just going to wait and see. I might even do less than that. But if you're brand new with leverage trading, I would definitely be super safe and do something like that. Because then if for some reason we get this green candle and a second green candle starts forming, and then all of a sudden, if the market just went complete opposite and instead of going up, it just goes down like this and just keeps going down, 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 then this pattern has been voided and we are not following this trend anymore. Okay, so at that point, you could set up stop losses, whatever you want to do. I just like to have my liquidation zone basically be the stop loss for me. And I set up my bankroll management to where I'm not using too high of an amount. So if I did get liquidated, I might just re-enter right there again and take another bullet, because if we can get a 6x from this, then definitely it's going to make up for, any blunders that we might have along the way. We can mess up, 2 or 3 times and get liquidated and still double our money if this trade plays out. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. That's just a quick little overview of Jupiter there. So all you have to do is basically just connect your wallet here. Once you want to long, you press right here, confirm it in your wallet. You'll see your position right here. You can edit your take profit zone. You can close out the position right there and it'll go straight to your wallet. Just make sure when you do close it out and do the take profit, sometimes it lets you either take profit in USDC or Solana. So you have to choose what you want to take profit in. So just be aware of that. Make sure you save some Solana in your wallet for gas, because you do need gas to use this each time you make a different transaction. Okay, whether you're setting a take profit or closing out a trade, you're going to have to pay gas. When you do an initial long, you have to do gas. So just keep that in mind, guys, when using Jupiter. But yeah, guys, shout out to Jupiter. It's a really great, reliable exchange here. It's actually an aggregator exchange, meaning that there's actually no liquidity on Jupiter. It finds the best price for you across all exchanges. So that's when you use their swap. It's going to find you the best price of the assets that you're trading, so you don't have to find it yourself. And they've done everything right here since day one. They were an exchange that was very popular. They gave an airdrop, 100% free airdrop. They've actually given 2 airdrops now of their Jupiter token. The first one was big. I think it was at least like $500 per wallet. And a lot of people had multiple wallets trading on Jupiter. So that was a big one as well. And then they even gave a second one. So Pumpfun, take notes from Jupiter, a Solana project that did it right. They had an airdrop. They used the revenue created from their exchange to put into their own token. No ICO for this, no pre-sale, just an airdrop to people that used the exchange. And they got rewarded for that because they're the most popular, aggregator exchange on Solana. And a little bit different as we see PumpSwap. This is what $500 million of ICO funds gets you. Look at this. This is the most basic exchange. They still have this the same. They're still in beta, guys. They've raised $500 million, and it's been at least a couple weeks. We still have not seen this exchange updated. We still see this pump swap in beta. We don't see any new additions. They haven't even added charts to their exchange. There's no charts. That's probably the easiest thing to do. You just have to add in the Dex Screener API with TradingView, and you can get this easily. So Pumpfun is really just showing their hand here about how inept they really are in this space, okay? They really did create the best launchpad for meme coins, of all time. However, they've just really dropped the ball with what they've done since that, and a lot of things just haven't gone very well. So I don't think we're ever going to get an airdrop for Pumpfun, to be honest. I really don't. They said that it's going to be later down the line, it's going to be big and all this. I don't believe a single word of that from that Alon guy, the guy that's running this with a co-founder. I don't believe any words that they say for Pumpfun. I really don't think they're going to have an airdrop, and if they do, I don't think it's going to be of any significant value. So we have to make money on our own, guys. We can't rely on the free income from Pumpfun. But I do think Jupiter is actually going to have a third airdrop one of these days. Eventually down the line. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, guys, that's how a quick little introduction there for using Jupiter. All right, guys, so that really does it here. I wanted to show you guys some other stuff here on the charts, but this video is going to go on a little too long, and I want to be able to edit this in a good amount of time to get this video out so you guys can potentially get this trade along with me. Okay, I don't want to have this video be an hour long and then it takes me, 3-4 days to get this thing out. So I'm just going to cut it here. I'll do another video if things change. If this pattern doesn't play out, then there's definitely a bearish scenario that we need to be looking at here for the crypto market in general, not just Solana. So if that happens, guys, this is going to be the test. These next couple days is going to be a big test to see where are we going to go. Are we going to bounce back up here? We're going to go bounce back up and start, the rest of the bull run. Or are things going to start going south and go the complete opposite of what I'm thinking and what a lot of other people are thinking in this market? If that happens, I'll jump back on and make another video here and update what's going on with the price and give the outlook of what it's going to be going as far as the prices go in the crypto market. I also want to do an update video on copy trading, show you guys how I'm finding wallets to copy trade as well, and updates on the double up trading challenge, how that's going. I haven't been doing any trading from that because I'm waiting to do it on video. And then, like I said, I want to make the copy trading video. The wallet that I was copy trading did really good, and then they just started doing a lot of bad trades. So I've actually paused them and are just tracking right now. That's just kind of the way it goes with copy trading, is you can hit for, a couple days, even a week or two, but over in the long run, you really have to just continue to find new wallets to copy, because over time, people make mistakes, people make bad trades, they go through downswings. And the good thing about copy trading is we don't have to copy those downswings. If we notice that a trader is going into a downswing, we can pause them, find someone else, and just continue to track them. And maybe when they start going on a hot streak again, get back in and start copying them. So there's a lot of stuff we can do here trading, guys, in crypto in general, especially on Solana. So I'm looking forward to making some big money here. I might go a little bit more heavy on this trade because I just like what I'm seeing here as far as the patterns go. And it really is going to play out, I believe. So again, don't risk more than you can afford to lose. This is definitely not financial advice. I'm not suggesting that you guys copy me in any way. Do not risk more than you can afford to lose trading meme coins or leverage trading especially. Guys, don't do something crazy. Don't put all your net worth on one trade. Just be smart, have good bankroll management. That's how you stay in the game. That's how you continue to trade. The best professional traders have the best money management and bankroll management skills. Okay, that's why they're professionals. That's why they're so good, is because they know how to manage their bankroll. They know how to manage their bankroll when they get wins. They don't run up their bankroll and then lose it back in a couple days. Okay, that's the difference between the pros and the Joes, is ones that can manage the bankroll, know when they're going through a downswing, know how to manage it correctly to then build it back up and just have consistent wins over time. Okay, that's the thing with anything in the markets, especially gambling in general. Bankroll management is literally just as important as your trading strategy. So you guys will see that for yourself the more you trade and the more experience you get in the market. And I really hope that you guys can benefit from this trade as well. So let me know, guys, how it's been going for you with trading meme coins. and just overall in the crypto market. I'll be definitely interested to hear about it. If you guys found value in this video, please hit a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Again, let me know in the comments any thoughts and stuff you guys have. Let me know what kind of future videos you want to see, and I'll do my best to provide you guys with the best content that I can here in this crypto space. So, hope you guys are having a great day wherever you guys are. Until the next time we will talk again, take care and take charge. Creative Crypto out.